YouTube? This is your boy Shredded Games, aka the 3-Minute Gamer here. So I just can't take this shit no more. You guys, I know we always talk about, oh, it ain't all about graphics, it ain't all about resolution or frame rate. It's all about gameplay. I'm not with that shit no more, yo. Honestly, it's come to a point where Watch Dogs, it's not even hype no more. Like, that ass, whoever's still hyped for this game is full of shit. You're probably hyped just to have that experience, but we're not gonna get a next gen experience. Now, I don't want nobody getting confused. Graphics and resolution is two totally different things. You can still have crazy ass graphics, but they will have low resolution, so you won't even be able to experience what the engine is truly about, like the graphics and everything, like the motion was, everything's truly about in the game. Now, first of all, PlayStation, AK Dry Station, AK, you guys fucked up. Come on now, are you serious? How you post up false advertising piece of shits? You put up this fucking shit saying glorious 1080p 60 frames. Both statements were false. This shit isn't even 1080. Yes, a couple years ago, I believe, or last year, Ubisoft tried to say the game is going to try to be like a 1080p 30 frames. The game can't even run 1080p on the PS4. There's going to be people saying, oh, you know, but it's okay, it's not all about resolution. This is the thing though, they're able to snap the engine, the tech is perfectly fine. You can still have that next gen experience. There's still, the graphics is still going to be there, the engine is still going to be there. That makes the game whatever it makes the game. Now, resolution wise, I want to see this game clear. I don't want this shit being stretched out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous. So we're gonna have this new engine with new tech, totally new design IP, running at 900p, and you guys are gonna tell me that y'all okay with that? 30 frames per second, 900p. What kind of Rise Son of Rome bullshit is this? Yo, what? Like, come on, really? Battlefield 4 type shit. Because Battlefield 4, I think, is 900p on the PS4. And then, not even to forget Microsoft. Another Titanfall, really? Basically, Watch Dogs is 792p. How precise are you guys with this bullshit? 792p, 30 frames per second? I'm sorry, I would never buy this game for Xbox One. There's no next-gen experience on neither of the platforms, especially Xbox One. Not to forget the, like, you're gonna have this whole new glorious world to explore with such shit-ass resolution. That's what been my argument since day one. I'm a graphics whore. The only way I can have this fun experience with a good game is with good graphics. Now, people used to say, oh, you know, you can't get everything. No, bitch, I can get graphics and good gameplay. I can get good graphics and a good multiplayer. You can't, not all games can have a great multiplayer with a good story, with a good single player, I understand that. But graphics is the main thing to keep everybody entertained, as well as the gameplay itself. That's what, because who would want to play, since we're in this day and era, this day and time, where we look at GTA 5 and we'll be like, yo, this game looks beast. Or we're playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag on the PS4, we're playing NBA 2K14 on the PS4, and we're like, yo, god damn, you guys ain't gonna want to go back to the PS3 version. It's almost like as if the PS3 and Xbox 360 is the next gen console, because most of their games are just 1080. I understand they've been out for years, but still, like, what's the misconception? Like, what I don't understand is, and I don't blame Ubisoft, I don't blame Activision, I don't blame Bungie, I don't blame none of these I don't blame none of the developers, you know what I'm saying? You know who I blame? Sony and Microsoft. Even the Wii U has more 1080p games. That shit is more next gen than PS4 and Xbox One. I don't give a shit what you guys say. That shit has more 1080p 60 frames per second games. That does matter. And also, besides the whole, you know, get away from like the fact that Wii U even has more 1080p games, it's ridiculous how, and like I said, I blame Sony and Microsoft, because even though some of you are gonna say, well, you know what, some of these teams, some of these developers already knew that PS4 was coming. Okay, but it should take them a couple of years to develop a whole new tech for these consoles. And at that, it wouldn't be a bad thing if they would have ported from the PC. But these consoles are so bad that they can't even port the PC version of the games that have been coming out onto these next gen consoles. They can't even port Battlefield 4 the way it's how it's fully designed on the PC. They can't even port that onto PS4 and Xbox One. They had a lower resolution and the frame rate drops here and there. Come on now, that's ridiculous. The only game that can stay pop like that shows its pop is Call of Duty, and that's because they don't have an up-to-date engine. And that's why you think Sledgehammer is putting the pressure and is trying to advertise the shit out the fact that they have a whole new engine and how the game doesn't look the same, because they actually have a brand new engine. And I blame Sony and Microsoft again, because you guys, it's like, y'all stupid. Yeah, you're not saying nothing to these teams. I don't believe they said anything to most of these developers, because if y'all did, y'all would have gave them, and not just saying, oh, we're gonna have DDR3 or DDR5 in here so that these developers could be like, all right, so we're gonna try to make a game that runs good on it. No, they didn't give them a tech demo of the PS4 and Xbox One 3-4 years ago. This shit wasn't even fully made yet. You know what I'm saying? So you're giving this shit like last year and a half ago, and now those developers have from that point in time till now to make half these games, which is why a lot of them are being delayed, and a lot of them are saying, oh, we thought it still looks gorgeous with 900p. What kind of shit is that? We haven't had shit like that for years, where the game couldn't, you know what I'm saying? It took some time for 360 and PS3 to fully recap itself and get up on that high level. But this is ridiculous. Like, Sony and Microsoft made the worst move by just throwing this shit out there and giving so little time to these developers, because it's almost like the Knicks with Woodson. Woodson to me ain't a bad coach. The Knicks just play horrible, you know what I'm saying? But who looks bad? Woodson. It's just like with Sony and Microsoft, and that's my opinion on the Knicks. But this is just like Sony and Microsoft. They decided to release, you know, this information with the PS4 and Xbox One a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, and then they give such little time for these developers to make new tech, which is expensive, and it's not easy to make, and then they give them and to make a whole new engine to publish out these games, you know, the right way. That's why a lot of these games don't look next gen, because they were just port overs from the PC and put with lower specs in them, because unfortunately these expensive ass consoles don't have they don't even have anything close to PC specs. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing close to PC specs. I'm not even gonna defend these consoles anymore. I can't blame Broken Games when he clearly said in his video, PC master race, PC master race. Like, I totally agree. I always said PC was the master race. But can you, like, I can't blame him. I can't blame PC elitists when they talk shit about PS4 and Xbox One. I mean, they're not talking about me, but I can't blame them when they talk about the PS4 and Xbox One. It's like it's gonna take so long for these developers to finally crack the solution on how to make the game run at 1080p 60 frames. And the reason why I care so much about 1080p and 60 frames is because if you're gonna use a whole new engine, right, to put into your game, you're gonna want like the best resolution and frame rate to have this game pop. That's what I'm saying. So those are two different things. The engine and the tech that makes the graphics pop, and the resolution and its frames, you know what I'm saying? So you want the game to look gorgeous as shit. You of course want the game to play well, but then you also want the resolution to make this game pop. It's almost like as if we're playing, even though we have beast ass TVs and monitors, it's almost like we're playing on an old school TV with all these low ass resolutions. Come on now, like, keep it real. And including the fact that some of these games campaign are only like 4, 5, 6 hours long. You get what I'm saying? So there's a big problem here. This is why I'm like, all right, if these games are no matter how mad we get, these games are fucking 4, 5, 6 hours long, I may as well care about graphics then, because it seems like we're not getting any long ass story anyway. Watch Dogs over 100 hours of gameplay, but it's such low resolution. How am I gonna experience? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see me in a couple of months get a fucking beast ass PC. I'm telling you, because some of these games, like, we don't even get that rain simulation like the PC does, and that does matter. Like, that's the point of this era. Like, we want next gen shit. We want to experience whole new shit. Like, don't you? Like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're spending your hard-earned money on all these expensive ass consoles, you expecting some of the best, you know, graphics and features and games to ever see. You know what I'm saying? We of course didn't expect this shit to outbeat PC. Of course not. But we, as gamers, we the ones who love consoles, we wanted something that can be at least up there. I don't even think PS4 and Xbox One is even up there close to PC. Deadass. And the shit is crazy because, like, and once again, Sony and Microsoft, horrible way to publish out y'all shit, to advertise that shit last minute. Like, it felt like 7 years y'all took to develop these consoles, I guess, or I don't know how long. You guys should have at least knew whatever you guys were putting into these games. Tell these devs years before, all right, we're gonna have this, and that inside on our console, so that they maybe can build a little tech demo PC, whatever, that has the same features, and try to create a new engine that can fully run games at 1080 60 frames or 1080 30 frames. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Sony and Microsoft failed to do that. You know what I'm saying? And it just sucks. 792p for Watch Dogs on Xbox One. Are you guys really gonna spend your money on that? I mean, I know if you only got the Xbox One, of course, I'm not gonna say don't buy it. You guys obviously want to experience the game. And in PS4 900p, just because it's like 100 and something, 200 more, whatever p on PS4, this is still not acceptable. They're not 1080. A lot of you, like I say, I could put the thumbs down on this video because I'm going hard over this resolution, but then that's y'all problem if y'all okay with 900p. Oh, I just want the game to play good. No, I want to be making videos like, yo, this shit look crazy. Look at this, look at that. Next thing you know, the GTA 5 for PS3 is gonna look better than half these games. 792p, really? A Titanfall lookalike? You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously not gonna look like Titanfall. Got a whole new different engine. But I'm saying, like, why have this new engine, such a great piece of engine tech, you know what I'm saying, with such a low resolution? That's not the devs to blame. You can't shit on Ubisoft, you can't shit on Rockstar, you can't shit on Activision, unless, like, for Activision and EA, because they fuck up their games. But you can't shit on them as far as the quality, like the visuals and everything on the game, as far as resolution. But I'm done here, yo. It's like, come on, guys. If you disagree with me, thumbs down, I don't mind. It's all about having a conversation. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. I do not mind if you guys disagree with me. That's the point of having a conversation. That's the point of having a discussion. I don't mind. I love writing back to a lot of you guys. But come on, don't lower your standards now. You feel me? Like, don't try to be like, hey, 900p or 792p is okay. The game could be great. But if it looks, and you'll notice the stretch. You'll notice if you try to stretch, they try to stretch the game out, you're gonna notice, like, yo, I analyze everything. Look at the Order 1886. The only reason why that game is 1080 is because they got these fucking blocks, whatever this shit's called, on the screen, looking like as if it's a fucking movie. That's an excuse so that the game could be 1080. Because if that wasn't there, that'll have to be stretched. That would have probably been like an 800p or 900p game. But no, they put, you know, blocks up on the top and bottom and said an excuse like, oh, we wanted it to look like a movie. People would rather not have that and just have that movie looking effect without that. This is an excuse. They just, trust me. But I'm out of here. It's your boy, 3 Minute Gamer. Fucking nipples hurt.